anybody that I talk to, not just in the fitness industry, but any industry. Like I recently recommended a photographer to have a VA. Anybody that I come across that is overwhelmed with their administrative side of their business, I recommend a VA too. Because to me, now that I've had her for a year, I don't know how I did it before, but it's a no-brainer. So K-Fit Boutique Gym is a women-exclusive gym that offers personal training and group classes. We approach fitness from a life coaching perspective, meaning we like to provide our clients a realm of services that are not only going to improve their life when it comes to the weight loss and the muscle mass and the incorporation of a healthier lifestyle, but also we like to give them, baselines when it comes to time management and incorporating new habits into their life and improving their nutrition and many other aspects that, a lot of us lack throughout our lives. So fitness is, where they open the door to allow us in, but we really try to provide them a lot more than that. My role in the company is I'm the owner. I created K-Fit about 6 years ago. And it was a company that started out of passion. Fitness literally saved my life when I was going through a dark moment, and I wanted to share what it did for me with other women. Never did I ever dream that it was going to become this big, but it's truly an honor to be the person that, started this entire movement based solely on the fact that it truly changed my life. We specialize in offering boot camps. Our group classes are intermediate to advanced level. We alternate between strength training, high intensity training, functional training, always giving our clients a nice mixture to keep them entertaining and fun. The basis of what we offer is to give them what they want and then hide in what they need underneath. And it's extremely successful because they're coming in for a class that they saw that it's for legs. So right away you think, okay, great, I want to strengthen my legs, or I want to make sure my arms look nicer. But it's really our goal behind it is to really help them in the long run when it comes to aging and being able to move well when they get older and helping them in that sense. I started fitness for myself when I was in a long-term relationship that was not healthy for me. Fitness taught me all about loving myself and becoming stronger. From that relationship that I developed with fitness, I became more focused on my own goals and on my own desires and everything that I could do. I left that relationship. I became a homeowner, and from that experience, I learned the huge necessity that we have for female coaches, for bilingual female coaches. And I wanted to provide perhaps the things that were missing for me, for other women. So I decided to become certified as a coach, even though I was a veterinary nurse for over a decade already, and I was, working in a hospital, doing very well. I felt very strong, very motivated to do this for other women, but it was just out of passion in the afternoons after my hospital shifts. I started doing this in my own home, in my garage, in my one-car garage. I started doing one-on-one personal trainings, which then became small group trainings because my clients wanted to bring their friends, their family members. Then they became small group classes. And within 11 months, I had to make the decision of putting my career as a veterinary nurse in the back burner because my business just boomed. We had to move from my garage into a brick and mortar facility. We were able to lease a storefront, and that's where we are now. And I'm super grateful because I feel like this career was just placed on my lap, by God, to be honest with you. It's not something that I set out to do. It just, I feel like I am that bridge. Women who are looking to begin or to restart their fitness journey, they come to me and they finally feel successful, fit, strong, motivated by their own results. Whereas, in other occasions, perhaps they started and then they, fell off or gave up or didn't really feel that connection. So it's truly an honor, and that's how it happened. Nothing was planned. I never really set out for any of it to happen. I truly enjoy my job so much, but I think the one thing that is my why is almost a little bit of that pressure of knowing that it is my job not to let the women that come to me continue to feel unhappy with how they look. I could be that, like you said, I could breach that gap that is going to help them stop feeling frustrated or continue to be victims of self-sabotage, unable to make progress. I could be the person that is finally going to make the breakthrough and have them have a healthy relationship with fitness, have them find something that sticks, that works, and finally witness their own transformation and be inspired by it. That is my why. That is my main goal, and what keeps me, waking up at 4 a.m. like you said, every single weekday to make sure that everything is taken care of well in the business. At the beginning, one of the biggest business challenges was probably I expected a great amount of support from close family and friends. However, fitness is a very daunting subject for most, right? So I learned quickly that strangers are more willing to trust you and to follow your programs than people that know you. So that was a big eye-opener for me at the beginning. Aside from that, there's a lot of things that I learned, and I actually recently wrote them all down because we were applying for not a scholarship, for a grant, yes. And they asked me, what would you tell as advice to anybody starting a business? And some of the things that I told them is, number one, be the coach that you needed when you started your own fitness journey, right? It's important to not forget where you came from. If you obviously come from a sports background or, if fitness has been part of your life, this doesn't really apply. But for someone like me who had to go through the daunting process of being a new client at the gym and learning everything, I wanted to make sure that I was everything I needed for myself, for my clients. So that's a little bit of my inspiration or the way that I like to apply it to myself. What else was challenging at the beginning? Booking, keeping up with appointments and administrative tasks was definitely a challenge at the beginning. So, outsource as much as you can. I have you guys are truly my angels in my business, because having a virtual assistant allows me to focus all my energy into where I really want to focus it, which is my clients in my business and not so much working on the business. Having a booking system, it's also a life changer. It is an investment, but it is something that if you want your clients to have the liberty of booking you and changing your appointments without you having to be the middleman that is investing their time and energy into that, it's a no-brainer. So that was a challenge at first, which got resolved. And then be abundant-minded and stay away from the people that are naysayers, right? A lot of people, when you have this dream of starting your business, are going to plant seeds of negativity into your brain that could potentially really affect the way that you visualize your business in the future and the way that you make decisions. Therefore, I'm big on staying away from the naysayers. A lot of these people are part of your close circle, right? Close friends, close family members, and they're not planting these negative things in your head with bad intentions, but more like because they're worried that you might fail, or because they don't want to see you being hurt or struggling. I think it's more important for you to surround yourself with people that are abundant-minded and that are leaders and that are in the same path as you, willing to take risks. so that you can see your business blossom as you expose yourself to these people that are going to encourage you to take the leap and follow your God and follow your passion. For a height, I've been an administrative assistant at the gym already because I realized the huge need that I had for someone that would help me with all of the administrative tasks that we had. And although it was great having someone at the gym that could help me, hiring a VA really changed, the description of the job and the amount of load that she took off my shoulders. So just to give you an idea, I don't know how my VA gets it done. She is extremely involved. I can literally say that I can turn around and hand her my business and just be a coach, and she can run it. She can absolutely run it, which gives me such peace of mind because as a business owner, I want to know that I am allowed to be sick, for a day or two, and that my staff members can literally go to her and get things done. Or, as a mother, I'm able to have a day where my child might not be doing well, and I can turn to my BA and say, I need you to take over X, Y, and Z, and that is going to get done as if I did it. Having her on my side has been extremely life-changing because my clients know about her. And they, at first it was a joke that she was non-existent, that it was this person we made up. And I was like, yes, it's our fairy. She's our business fairy. And you just have to email us and she'll reply and she'll get things done. But as they continue to learn about her, they agree with me in the fact that we are extremely lucky to have someone that is able to take care of all of the minute administrative things as well as the big ones. Like, we're talking about changing something small in the system for a client, like freezing their account because they're going on vacation, to taking care of payroll for me. And knowing that that's taken care of as a business owner is huge. Anybody that I talk to, not just in the fitness industry, but any industry, like I recently recommended a photographer to have a VA. Anybody that I come across that is overwhelmed with their administrative side of their business, I recommend a VA too. Because to me, now that I've had her for a year, I don't know how I did it before, but it's a no-brainer. I would tell my younger self that it is okay to make mistakes, to follow my passion and follow my gut. It's okay to color outside of the lines. I think the most important lessons have come from what we experienced, not what we learned in school or, but the lessons that were taught to us through life. That is something that nobody can take away from you. And you can really find a purpose through them. So that's what I would tell her, not to hide the things that have happened to her, but instead to use them to keep herself motivated and to inspire others.